So we were gonna come get some drone footage of my friend who bought some land up here. A girl, pretty cool friend of ours, and she's not here in Costa Rica right now, but her mom died just a little while ago. So I wanted to get some. She was gonna start construction pretty soon, but I think this has really delayed her mom passing has delayed her plans and all that. So what we want to do is come up to her property, kind of like a little surprise, and get some drone footage, aerial footage, put together a little edit and kind of send it to her, you know, just to kind of, I don't know, maybe cheer her up a little bit. And a reminder of what she's got waiting for her over here. That's what we're doing, except it is starting to rain, so I do not know if we're going to get some footage. So I think what I'll do is I'll answer a couple questions while we wait for the rain to disappear. All right, so while we wait for the rain to hopefully settle down before we can get some shots of Kat's property here, I'll answer two quick questions that just came up recently. So the first question is, you may have noticed in some of the videos, because we're always vlogging, that I have like a scar right here on the left side. Sometimes I forget where it is. Do you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right. So it's been asked, well, how did I get this scar on the side from my ear right here? So I don't know, it was like a little growth or something that just kind of went down here. So I went to the dermatologist and he said, do you want me to remove that? And I was like, well, I'm here already, I guess so. So he lasered it off, and then there was nothing there, but then it scarred up, and that's what that is. That's a scar from laser. I didn't think it was going to scar that much, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. All right. And the next question somebody had asked, and sorry that I'm not saying your names because I don't have my computer right now, is how did a bunch of surfers end up in Costa Rica building a surf camp? Very good question. So to be honest, when we came to Costa Rica, we had zero plans to set up a surf camp, to do surf lessons, any of that. We just came down here to live, buy a property, and kind of figure it out from there. And my friend from Florida came down and he was looking for some land, and he needed somebody to maybe help him out, help him with stuff. I had been living in Costa Rica for a couple years, so I kind of knew the ropes. And we just kind of got to talking, and we were both surfers, and I don't know, it's just kind of one of those things that just evolved. And first we were going to build some cabinas, and that was like, well, why don't we do a surf camp? We're both surfers, we know how to surf, we know how to teach. And it kind of evolved into a surf camp. It never was the initial plan. And when I first started the thing, I said, yeah, we'll do this, except I don't want to run it. I'd rather we hire somebody to do it, because that's not why I'm here. But when you get into business, you find that you have to do a lot of stuff yourself. So we ended up running it for 7 years. And if I were to be 100% honest, I would never do it again. I enjoy teaching, I enjoy running the retreats, but to run a surf camp is definitely not my idea of like my dream thing, because you have to do so many things. You have to run a surf school. In our case, we had a yoga school. You're basically running a restaurant, because you're doing breakfast and dinner and sometimes lunch. And you're also running a hotel. And on top of that, you're running like a concierge adventure tour, because you're constantly setting tours up so people can go zip lining and quad rental. And then on top of that, you're basically stuck with people for an entire week. So you're in this constant state of entertaining, and it's a lot of work. And definitely as I get older, it's not something I wanted to do. When you're younger, I could see it being something fun to do for 5, 6, 7 years. That's how long we did it for. But anyways, that's to answer your question, how we ended up with the surf camp. And it still runs, and it's still a successful surf camp, but we got out. So Atua and Keely grew up with a surf camp, grew up as little surf camp grommets. It's how they learned how to surf well, and they got exposed to constant people coming in and out. So that's one of the things about owning a surf camp, is you're constantly saying hi and you're constantly saying goodbye, like every week. So you get kind of used to this, almost where you start to detach from being too close with people, because you're always saying goodbye. But that's definitely, I think, how Atua earned his skills, as basically being able to talk and around people. And anyhow, that's the story. Let's see if we can fly the drone. Go ahead. All right, looks like the rain stopped. Maybe we can get a quick little land shot for you, Kat. Yeah, so our friend bought this property right here. It's about, I don't know, maybe a kilometer and a half from the ocean, but it's a really cool property. It doesn't have ocean view, but it has this really awesome valley view right over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to just fly the drone up, kind of like just spin it 180 and then come back down just to show off some of the views for her. Just a reminder how cool the property is. All right, a quick stop at our favorite refreshment stand with Robin, Pipas. Those Pipas, por favor. If you guys saw Atua's special, Robin was the guide who took the kids fishing, and they caught some sharks, a bull shark, a black tip shark, two bull sharks, and a black tip shark. They weren't fish sharking, but they just happened to catch them. So if you guys want to check that out, you got to go to the special at Alec in Wilderland. Channel. It's the last video, the one Atua was talking about. Go check it out, and if you do check it out, make sure in the comments you say, hey, came over here from iSurf Tribe, and just say what's up. Let them know that we sent you.